amazes me how I can hurt this much, yet still be alive and breathing. What a letter. I can't even talk, it's so sad.
Do you need a hug?
I'm probably just gonna be a crying mess this like whole time, basically. I don't know what it is about some stories that just get stuck in my head and won't let me forget them, and this is one of them. When it comes to love, you can have these types of circumstances where you relate on a deep level with someone that you don't know that's from a totally different country. I think that's what we're all looking for, really, just someone to listen to our stories and acknowledge our humanity. Or at least that's what I learned on this adventure. I heard about the Juliet Club, which is a group of volunteers in Verona, Italy, that come together to answer love letters written to Juliet, like Romeo and Juliet's Juliet. Verona got its romantic reputation as the setting for Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Whether the play is based on fact or fiction is irrelevant, because for the thousands of people who come to Casa di Giulietta to leave love letters, the sentiments of romance and broken hearts are very much real.
Most of them are left at Juliet's house. We go there once or twice a week to get them in big bags. Otherwise, people send them by mail.
Many years ago, volunteers from the Juliet Club began answering the thousands of letters on behalf of Shakespeare's illustrious leading lady, then mailing out the responses.
We don't expect to solve anybody's problems. Sometimes we can't even solve ours. So they ask for advice, but mainly they ask for someone who can listen.
This is really so crazy how many people are flooding into this quarter right now just to leave love letters and also take pictures on Juliet's balcony. Do you hear that? That's the sound of voices from people all around the world that come specifically here because they want to be loved. This year when I was planning a trip to Europe, I knew that I had to come to Verona and help answer some of these love letters. This is a really cool and fun way to experience a city, right? Let's go write some letters! Let's go write some letters! Here we go. Hi everyone!
It's a very lovely letter from a young girl, all upset about her cousin stealing her man.
She's very lonely and she does not have any friends. Juliet replied that there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people who write me and tell me they do not have any friends. You are beautiful and you are my friend. Love, Juliet.
Oh, that's so sweet!
I'm from Brazil and answering letters in Portuguese.
How do you say I love you in Portuguese?
Eu te amo.
It's Ci amo.
I'm from Germany.
And how do you say I love you in German?
Ich liebe dich.
What inspired you to take part in this project?
I've always liked letters. It is so nice to see a real envelope in the mailbox, you know? It's so unusual by now. This is our stationery, okay? You start reading, you pick the letters that you prefer. You will realize it's all about feelings, sometimes about friendship or family. We reply to the letters that we feel more connected to.
Yay, I'm so excited! When I started reading letters, I wasn't sure what to expect, but right away I found one that caught my attention. It amazes me how I can hurt this much, yet still be alive and breathing. My best friend always said to me, "You are such a unique and amazing woman. I've never met anyone like you. You have the capacity to love bigger and to love more than most people, and that's a special gift. But the most difficult part of that gift is that when you love that big, you hurt even bigger." It's just about this woman that she met this guy through work who she ended up having just a really close friendship with. She said taught her more about what actual unconditional love was about than in any other form. And then he got cancer, and then she ended up taking care of him until he died. And she was just talking about how hard it is to sit and watch somebody die. Woo! My friend brought me chocolates to try to make this a little bit better. Take a chocolate. You can't have letter writing without chocolate, right?
Yeah.
Chocolate therapy, that's delicious. This is gonna help a lot. I tried to craft a response from Juliet that felt as authentic to my own experience as possible. Here's what I said. If everything is impermanent, how do we live flowing with it all and not lose ourselves when something goes? What can't be taken away from us are all the ways we've changed because of who we've met, all the precious memories we've shared together, the stories we can tell, and the ways we can continue to pay their love forward. There have been moments when my heart broke into so many pieces, I wasn't sure if I was ever going to be able to put it back together. When something falls to pieces, it is true that we can't reassemble it the same way, but we can, piece by piece, make it whole again in a new way. We spend lifetimes loving one another only for that to carry forward into other lifetimes, because love is the part of us that never dies and that will live on forever. I'm like, dear person I don't know, I used your letter to fan myself so I could stop crying. It's so hard to feel like there's so many letters. I want to answer a whole bunch of them. But at the same time, it takes me time to write a meaningful response that comes from the heart versus feeling like I have to answer a million of them. Grazie.
Thank you so much. Good
Ciao.
luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Come back.
I will.
Okay.
Bye. Man. Oh my gosh. I really am gonna need a big glass of wine after that. I did not expect how emotional that experience was gonna be because I kept picking out the emotional ones about people dying. The woman who lost a close friend to cancer, and then another girl who lost her dad to cancer. And I was expecting them to just be about silly things about love, and it was so much deeper than that. Ultimately, it felt really good to, I guess, be able to pull from some of the bad things that I've been through in my life to pay some of that advice forward. I'm gonna go get me some pizza so I can regroup from that experience. I'm now having my glass of wine. I think a bottle of wine in Riverviews definitely puts you back into the mood to see more Italian things after crying your eyeballs out over love letters, no less. I think one of the most powerful things that you can do in life is to step out of your own circumstance to help someone else. We are all hardwired for love, and though we have such differences between us from the countries across the world and all the different languages, this is something that we can really relate to each other on, are these stories and experiences of the heart.